I tell my grandkids from time to time, I said, you're going to be growing up in a totally different world from the one that I grew up in. You're going to be growing up in a world where, frankly, understanding of issues, understanding of events, understanding of outcomes is going to be totally different from the way that I was raised, and certainly the way that their parents were raised. But I don't know whether the educators pick up on that. So we have to understand the world we live in right now. We're in the business of exporting. We're in the business of going out there and selling American goods. We're in the business of doing business with these people. And knowing them well is the strength that we have to take with us. We do not want to be part of any dead deals anymore. And that's the spirit we have to go in with. So let's look at another factor that's going on here. Oh, Mr. Buffett, thank you for coming to our meeting. I'm so pleased you could make it. I know you had a resignation this morning. Your best guy left you. Sorry about that. But do have a seat, Warren, because there are 2 or 3 questions we want to ask you here. We've got a very enterprising group of North Dakotans here that you will be interested in knowing about. And, we have some very, very exceptional people here. And I know for a fact that because you knew, Warren, that I was coming to speak to this group, that you decided that you finally would put an intermodal depot into North Dakota. Now, is that true or isn't it true? Or are you just thinking about it? Because I got an interesting story to tell you. Bob Sinner, who exports 15 countries, mainly to Asia, he had this huge problem at his company, SB&B Foods. He had this huge problem of trying to get his material out of the country. And how does he do that? No containers, no intermodal containers anywhere to be found. Oh, but Bob Sinner can find them, because up in Minot, they are shipping silicone sand to feed the hungry back and fracking. And there are hundreds of empty containers stacked in Minot with nowhere to go. It takes an enterprising North Dakotan to do that, to find it. But it's so sad when sometimes, the infrastructure doesn't fit. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Buffett, if you can come back and talk to me, the other interesting thing is this, we have also another guy here, Tom Sharma. Tom Sharma, as a matter of fact, is somebody you need to meet. Tom Sharma here, he sees this happening. It makes him sick when this goes on all the time. These containers going through North Dakota, slow as molasses, going towards western ports. And he says, why don't they stop here? Why don't they stop here? It's amazing how firms like WCCO Belting can do what they do despite the federal government. When in fact, some of the product that he has to use in his manufacturing is taxed. Is taxed before he gets hold of it. Help, how can I be competitive if the stuff that's going into the product that I'm making for export and helping the government and helping the country to get over its deficit, I'm still taxed with the product coming in? Enterprising North Dakotan, despite the federal government. You see, it's wonderful that we can do that. It's wonderful that we have the ability to be able to do that. And it's this enterprise. It's this American spirit. It's this guts. It's this go for it. It's this entrepreneurship, which is so incredibly impressive. And the world knows about that.